Hey everyone, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. Thought I'd do a quick little video, a few things I'm doing the last day before I leave for my little adventure for 5 days or so. You'll be looked after with a few little videos while I'm gone, and then we'll be back to normal hopefully after that. I didn't put a video out yesterday. I was thinking it might be good to actually have a rest on Sundays. Usually they're so jammed full of family and other things. It's might be good. We're all supposed to rest sometime, aren't we? Alrighty, so I'm going to plant some spring onions and, oh, not again! There's a white cabbage moth in there, can you see? I'm going to have to go deal with that. Okay, that's dealt with. The way I think it's getting in is this little bit under here. So if it can get through there, it can get up under. It's always a weak point. I used to jam things in there, and then I realised when I lived in Queensland, little creatures also wanted to go in there because it was nice and shady. So I've just left that, but it seems the cabbage moth are getting in there, so I might do a quick check. But anyway, hubby will be in charge of the garden for the next 5 days or so, so I will remember to give my usual "don't worry, it's okay, whatever happens," because it probably would have happened when I was here anyway. So I've got some holes there for our little spring onions. They're not particularly fussy. These are ones from the supermarket. So as I've shown you before, keep them in water near the sink where you can remember to top up the water for a few days if you can't get to them in the garden. And that's how much they've grown in a few days. I made a Thai dish about 5 days ago, and that's how much they've grown in that space of time before I could remember to put them in the garden. So just in normal water, just from the tap. We have chlorine in our water here. So, fluoride and chlorine probably. Fluoride is the thing, isn't it? Anyway, I have lived a lot of places where I have not had fluoride in the water, so that's fine. There's those little ones there. And they won't take long at all before they take off. The winners so far in the latest seeds that I've sprouted are the bee and butterfly mix from Grower's Choice. First one's up in that tray, so this whole section is those ones, because you can't really tell what kind of plants you'll get. You're supposed to just broadcast them in the garden, but this time of year you need to baby them a little bit. And the Hyssop anise is up. So that's only about 7 days since I planted those, so that's pretty quick. And also the slippery silk bean is up. They're a fantastic little bean. I got the seeds from Seed Savers in the far north, and that's my second season of growing them. They're my own seeds. They're like slightly smaller kidney beans, and they don't need to be soaked, and they only take about 15 minutes to cook, which is fantastic. So much better than kidney beans. So I think that's all that's up here. Hubby is a bit nervous about the seeds, but I've told him don't worry, there's enough time to plant more if the worst happens, and I will not hold him responsible. It's my fault for planting so many things before I went away. This one also is a slippery silk bean. Really healthy little plant, it's awesome. So I've said to hubby, it's spring. If it were summer, I'd probably think about taking them out completely. It would be too hot in there in my little mini DIY greenhouse, but seeing as it's spring, we've still got some colder nights, so I've just said just keep the front door open. I don't think the possums and mice and things will grab the seeds this time of year. There's plenty of other food elsewhere, and probably not possums. Most of the things that they'd be interested in are on the top shelf anyway, the beans and things. So I think they'll be fine while I'm gone. Really hoping these don't flower while I'm gone. They might. Although the buds are pretty tight still. It's a port wine magnolia, but I've just noticed today they're a beautiful colour now. They were quite pale before. This one too. So pretty, especially against the borage. I really like just planting lots of different colours together, and yeah, it just makes it look a bit more natural, and it helps the pollinators because they can just go from one bed to another and find flowers in each bed. It's good for your veggies too because it helps them get pollinated if there's something that needs to be pollinated. Here's another one of those little bees with a black head. Could be a carpenter bee. Not sure. Apparently there are more than 200 different kinds of Australian native bees, which is pretty cool. I only thought there were a couple. Can't see it now. I think it's gone. Oh no, it's over the other side. Probably scared it off. That's very cute. Back for more. Become a little nature documentary. As I've said in other videos, borage is really good because it flowers at the end of winter, and yeah, they really do need their food at the end of winter. It's going around to the same flowers, but I'm sure it knows what it's doing. It must really enjoy that cucumber flavour. Just thought I'd show you that I've picked this strawberry that had a split skin, just so it's not confusing for Hubby, and he's looking after it really well while I'm gone, and then to find out that it's probably not something I want. It smells like it's kind of fermenting, so that's what happens when the skin splits. It's just not reliable as food anymore. It's the skin that keeps the germs out. So yeah, might be a bit fermented, but I'm calling that my first proper strawberry of the season, even though I'm not going to eat it. But there's hope. There are a lot more blossoms. Not too many there, but these ones look really cool. So somewhat protected there from possums. Hopefully they'll be fine. I think that's only a problem once we actually have the fruit. But I'll look at that again when I get back from my trip. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you're having fun in your garden. We'll see you next time.